The world has been living for almost a quarter with the coronavirus psychosis. The sudden appearance of this new virus, as is currently the case with the SARS-CoV-2, the coronavirus is a worrying event because of the difficulty of effectively treating viral infections. The race for the vaccine has begun. Many countries and major pharmaceutical companies are working to develop a vaccine and drugs to treat the pandemic, with initial results expected later this year or early next year. The first results could be available later this year or early next year, said Jeremy Kim, director of the Seoul-based International Vaccine Institute. He explained that it normally takes years to develop a treatment for a virus, but the COVID-19 outbreak is an emergency that requires a rapid response.
COVID-19 was really, I guess, discovered at the end of December, and really the rest of the world didn't know the sequences of the virus until the end of January. So it's actually kind of remarkable that for us to even say right now we're in preclinical stage, that is the stage where candidate vaccines are actually being tested in animals, with some of the companies anticipating that they may start at the end of this month, and other companies anticipating that they will start in humans in April. So we're in preclinical and we're entering phase 1 for some of the vaccine candidates.
Serge, we're seeing a barrage of measures taken by several governments, from the prohibition of large gatherings to, in fact, state of emergency and total lockdowns. Are these some of these measures exaggerated forms or very alarmist? What do you make of some of these measures?
In the absence of drugs or vaccines, the crucial first step is to detect viral infection as quickly as possible, to identify carriers of the virus and isolate them from the healthy population. This is particularly true for CoV-2, CoV-RAS, as current data indicate that this virus is highly contagious and the respiratory illness it causes, called COVID-19, is associated with a mortality rate of about 2%, which is about 20 times higher than seasonal influenza. Moreover, even if the vast majority of infected people do not develop serious diseases, they nevertheless represent vectors that can infect more vulnerable people who are particularly at risk of severe complications, especially the elderly or those affected by diseases such as diabetes, cancer, among others. The best hope remains vaccination, and a race against time has already begun, with more than 20 vaccines being developed worldwide. It is estimated that it could take 12 to 18 months to develop a vaccine against CoV-2 SARS. But COVID-19 is unknown and holds many twists. Hope or controversy comes from this man, Didier Raoult, French infectiologist. He advocates the use of chloroquine to treat patients with coronavirus. He cites the conclusive trials he's conducted on several patients as proof. If he seems to have the attention of the French Ministry of Health. According to AFP Code, the clinical trials of chloroquine conducted in Marseille to treat patients with COVID-19 are promising and will be extended, the government said Tuesday, as it still advocates the use of anti-malaria drug to those seriously affected. End of quote. Some doctors raise accusations regarding tests and to give rise to false hopes. In any case, the availability of a vaccine would be a remarkable achievement. It is hoped that the mobilization of the scientific community at the international level will make it possible. Surtout, n'hésitez pas à nous écrire sur Twitter. Now feel free to reach me at KK Coffee Search on Twitter with your comments and to share technological innovations with us. See you next week for another edition of SciTech. Goodbye. Sur Africanews. Au revoir.